The Colorado Avalanche have arrived. They stand at the doorway of their date with destiny, and they are the one who knocks. Their final test of worthiness is the ultimate litmus test as they face the two-time defending Stanley Cup champion, Tampa Bay Lightning. They are the NHL's final boss, the Mike Tyson to Colorado's Little Mac. Can the Avalanche finish off what would be one of the greatest wire-to-wire seasons in NHL history by planting their flag atop the league? There are no more mountains to climb or demons to exorcise. No matter the result, their next step is into hockey immortality. Will the Avalanche be a footnote or the main character? It's time to make history or be history.
Welcome into the DNVR Avalanche pregame show presented by DraftKings Sportsbook. Use code DNVR when you sign up for a new account to get amazing odds boosts every single day. Get yourself some sexy pizza with the QR code at the bottom. 15% off when you use code DNVR. Game 6. It's not do or die, but it kind of feels like it, doesn't it? Every game matters. This one could be the one. It could be the one. We're here to find out if it is. The Avs going into Tampa Bay, trying to do the damn thing. For some notes, Val Nichushkin is taking warm-ups, expected to be in. No Andrei Burakovsky. Same lineup as Game 5 at Game 4. All the same stuff for the Avs. Tampa side, same kind of deal. So, go out there. Two good teams, two beat-up teams. Someone's going to have to be better.
Yep.
Not too complicated of a process. Let's start with this. Let's do the vibe check early on the show this time. Blais, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I feel like they've been good on the roads and closeout games, so
It's true.
they have to play better than they played in the last game. That's all there is to it.
Facts.
Starts from the goaltender and move on through the lineup.
AJ?
I feel sick.
What did you say?
Said I feel sick.
Oh,
it's
no.
not a good or bad vibe. I just want to get this over with.
There's been a lot of pacing around here from multiple people.
I think just about everyone.
Yeah.
Is it you're going to feel better when puck drops, or is it just anxiety to the moon here?
I'll feel better when puck drops, but also anxiety.
Why not both?
until
it's done.
Until this is done. Yeah.
Yep. Megan?
I was going to share a story because I woke up today feeling a lot different from how I woke up feeling on Game 5. And I actually feel like the energy of Game 5 didn't really honor the Colorado Avalanche and their identity as a team. The air in Denver was electric. I remember walking to my parking garage and I saw a traffic cone, and I thought to myself, when I come home tonight, that might be a traffic cone in a city that is now the 2022 Stanley Cup champions. And it was really dramatic of me and a little bit unwell. And I think I was swallowed by the moment a little bit, and there was too much pressure. I think even Mikko Rantanen addressed this in his availability, that they haven't been in this position before. They got caught up in the moment just a little bit. And this is a team that has gotten to this point not because of a compilation of miraculous moments. This is a team that had a dominant regular season because they were built to be competitors. They were built to apply pressure over the course of a long season, and there are going to be games that they drop because that's just how they're built. And I look at today, and I woke up and it felt like I was getting up for a regular season game, which feels weird. It felt calm. I almost thought, like, am I tuning in tonight? Obviously I am. But it didn't have the feel of a cup-clinching game. And I think that actually honors the identity of the Colorado Avalanche more than that electrifying feeling that I got for Game 5, because they need to treat it like you've been saying, just go 1-0. And when the buzzer sounds, then they can confront whatever that means for them. But everything else leading up until that moment actually should probably feel a little more calm, so that when I go home tonight, I don't have to think about a traffic cone ever again in a weird way.
That traffic cone gets to be a champion too.
I know. I was like, Megan, you are unwell. I also had a dream about Darcy Kemper crying. Like, I just need this to be over so I can return to normalcy a little bit.
The number of people who feel that this just needs to be over is
And it's because I still believe they could do it. It doesn't need to have the fanfare that I was feeling on Game 5. I actually am okay with the calm that I'm feeling now to just get it done. So I can live with that. The vibe is just calm. It's not good. It's not bad.
It's a great...
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, it's a great point to bring up because I think the players have that same thing going on. Like, we heard Mikko talk a little bit about it. Was it today or yesterday? Whatever. When he was talking about it, it's like it was the first crack at the cup.
Yes.
And you get those butterflies and you aren't right. And now that you've seen it, the cup's been in the building already.
Yeah.
Like, you get into it, and now it's going back to that routine. So hopefully everyone's kind of feeling that calm, like, just go out there and do the thing now.
Yeah.
It's
play the
not
game.
nothing.
Yeah.
It's not nothing. And
Definitely.
AJ leading us right into our trust factor here. Trust the game you've played this entire season.
Yeah.
You've won 71 hockey games playing your hockey.
Yeah.
Go out there and do the same thing you've been doing against Tampa.
Just be who you are. Just play your game.
Exactly
There's
right.
the one thing that we talked about in Game 5 is, look, they didn't play poorly. They just weren't themselves.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you could see they were uncomfortable and that they didn't really, they left so many scoring opportunities out there that they could have done more with. And not like Bossy makes a great save kind of done more with, but like they didn't make him work or they just missed opportunity. Like they just
threw it into a pad or otherwise.
Yeah, like
Or
if you
posts, like, how many
you
posts
get
did they hit? Yeah.
if that guy makes a great play, that guy makes a great play. You've done what you can do. They didn't do that.
If you
that
hit him
last
in the
game.
logo,
And,
he could have done more.
Even then, at least that's a shot on goal. At least that guy, like, I'm
True.
thinking McKinnon puts a breakaway through his legs and doesn't. It's
Mikko
not even
comes
on
through
net.
the middle and misses the net by 2 feet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like you're talking about some scoring opportunities in that game that they didn't make anybody do any work at all. They just threw them away. Didn't do anything on the power play. Like a lot of opportunities that they left on the ice out there. So, and they made things a little harder on themselves than they needed to be at times. And I just think that's a those are easy tweaks coming into a game when you're like, hey guys, look, like a lot of process things that we could take from this game that we like how we did some stuff, but a lot of stuff that we can just turn around and make better. So
And
just be who you are tonight. And you know what? If you go down swinging, being who you are, and it's just not good enough, man, then there's respect in that. It sucks, and we're all going to be devastated. But like,
Look, the other side of that coin is we've seen the Avalanche in this series. If they play how they can, they are capable of dominating Tampa.
Yeah,
and
they
I'm not
can-
even talking about Game 2.
Right.
yeah, they can beat the Tampa Bay Lightning.
You look
They
at
can-
Game 1. You
they can
look
beat
at
'em.
overtime of Game 4.
You look at Game 3 outside of
The second
goaltending.
period, really, yeah.
Really, yeah. Like there are stretches. They've played quality hockey more often than not in this series.
Yep.
They have controlled the pace of play more often than not in this series. And last game was a nail biter. It came down to one extra play, and Tampa Bay made it. If they can get themselves back into that situation, okay, great. Then
Take
they're
it
right
again.
in it.
Yeah. Yep.
You can get me to 6 minutes to go, and they're 1 goal away from winning the Stanley Cup. I'm all
You're
about
there.
that. That's
You are
great.
there. Absolutely.
I trust that they can get across that finish line because they've done it all year. Just be who they are. Just be a little more comfortable in their own skin in this game. Don't worry about what's at the end of it. Just go win a hockey game.
Yep.
You've done this hundreds and thousands of times in your life. Go play a hockey game. Go win a hockey game. And then what happens after that game, you'll remember forever. But don't get caught up in what's coming next.
Yeah.
Just go 1-0.
Yep. It's not complicated, and yet it's so hard to do at times. You don't genuinely don't even think about the next shift.
There's really nothing for us to even talk about anymore in this series.
I agree.
We're 5 games deep. We've seen each team tactically make adjustments and this and that. The war of attrition is in full swing.
For both teams.
Each team is going to have a line of surgeries that happen in the next 10 days.
Yep.
Each team is just trying to get to the finish line right now. It's duct tape and dreams right now that are getting these teams by. It's guile. It's that inner stuff, It's
Yep.
it's that desire. Who wants it more might just determine who ends up with this. And If you're the Avalanche, you just cannot allow a team to want it more than you at this point.
Correct.
You have to want this. You have to go out and take it. This is their time. This is their night. This is their game. Go and make some fucking history.
Don't know how to say it any better than that. We can move on to our next topic, which is adjust. Look, the Avs, if they're capable of playing their game, great, play your game. But in every single hockey game in the history of time, you have to be able to read the ice, you have to be able to see what teams are doing, and you have to be able to either exploit it or shore up your own shortcomings in a hockey game. Again, the better team is going to win. Be the better team. You do that by outplaying the other team in the moment.
Yep.
So you have to go out there and you go out there and make a play. Go out there and recognize something. Be the better team. There aren't very many ways we can say this. We're out of words. AJ's right. Megan, what do you want to see out there tonight? Any specifics?
Specifically the first period. I don't know if the first period last game was in part to conserve energy, and I recognize that's probably really important right now because they're very broken. I think both teams are hurting a lot, but I think that is going to be the time for them to get a little bit of an advantage and make an important play and get on the board first, because they have been trailing a little bit too much in this series, and I'd like to see them secure a lead, keep a lead, and they can do that in the first period if they come out with the right energy.
What are you waiting for at this point, right?
Yeah, I don't even care where it comes from. I'd love it to be Nathan MacKinnon, but that's another way this team is built. Everybody can eat, so I don't care who it is, but it just needs to happen in the first period.
And that's my favorite part about playoff hockey is at the end of the day, you don't care how it gets done. Thing could bounce off of 3 players and go in the net, and it's still a goal.
Yeah.
Counts the same on the score sheet.
Exactly. There's guys everyone wants. Oh, I like that or this or that or the other thing, but
At this point, I'm so sick of it. I don't care.
it doesn't matter. It
I don't
does
care.
not matter.
It doesn't. Whoever's gonna let those guys figure it out.
Yep.
That's what we're here to do. Stop. I have just all this. I want to see these guys do this and this guy do that. Let's go win a hockey game.
At the end of the day, if you go 1-0, you don't care if it's a Darcy Kemper hat trick or 1 goal from every player on the 4th line.
Darcy Kemper gets an assist in a 1-0 game. There you go.
If Darcy Kemper gets a hat trick, they will win this game, by the way.
Sure seems likely.
I don't think you'd get very good odds on that bet, actually. But I love this comment from Jonathan. He says, we've got the best team in hockey. Let's have fun and enjoy the ride, people. And I think most people in this chat say that and probably think you're talking about the Avs. But I guarantee you there's a bunch of people in Tampa who would hear that and think you're thinking about Tampa. Because these are the 2 best teams.
Oh, and this is what they're trying to settle.
Yep.
So there's a reason that these 2 teams are in the Cup Finals.
Damn straight.
Yep.
Damn straight. Blais, let's get to some bets, and then we'll wind this show down.
Yeah, bets, keys to the game.
Wow, these look familiar.
Yeah, they're the same because these are the things that need to happen for a win. Obviously, first one, the Avs need to change that first period. Instead of getting behind in that first period, they have to win this first period. I think that sets the tone for the whole game, right? So let's start there. Avs money line, take it. -120, still the favorites in an away game and a closeout game. And then MacKinnon has to be a factor tonight. So I'm going MacKinnon goal. Anytime goal, +120.
Go make some money. Or if you're not making money, at least enjoy yourself for the game. Because at the end of the day, if you get a great game of hockey, what else are you asking for tonight?
An Avalanche win.
I know.
Did you say Avs win?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
But if they
That's all I care about at this point.
sit down,
I don't care if it's the ugliest game in the history of the world. It's business time. It's closing time. Let's get on with it.
Sit down and ask yourself, can the Avalanche win this hockey game?
Yep.
And if you answered no, what the hell are you doing here?
Yeah. I don't understand. I don't understand the people who have written this game off already and then sitting through it.
Those are Tampa Bay fans wearing Avalanche.
Oh, just go do something else and then see what the score is later. It's weird to me.
Yep.
If you answered
whatever.
yes, like I expect pretty much all of you did, that's what we're here to find out. Can they do it? And, look, no one's thinking past Game 6 right now, but even if they do not do it,
Nope, just
they
tonight.
get a third try.
Just tonight. Don't care about this.
It's
There
on
is
the
no
table.
Game 7.
Just tonight.
I-
It just doesn't exist.
I agree with what you're saying, but I also know what the chat looks like if we don't tell them there's a Game 7 and they lose this game.
Nope, I don't care about
point.
any of them tonight
Good
either.
point. Good point.
This is all about the dudes on the ice deciding what's what.
Fair enough.
I need to stop talking to traffic cones, so I just really need it to you.
Megan's going to have a line of traffic cones all the way to the
productive,
bar if there's a Game 7.
Yeah.
You'll have more productive conversations with those than a lot of the people who have given up on this team already.
Okay, we're about 10-15 minutes away from puck drop, so we're going to wrap this pregame show up. We're going to get the watch-along set up. Please join us for that. Of course, no matter what happens in the game, you can catch us post-game one way or another. You'll catch us post-game.
Yeah.
Be
There
sure
will
to
be a
tune
post-game
in.
of some kind.
We'll see. We love all of you, and we will talk to you in just a little bit.